You're a mess. I've got supplies if you've got caps. Hey, it's your body. Do what you want. A pleasure doing. Good to see you.
You must be our prospective customer. I do hope Paradise Falls can accommodate your needs. We make no judgments, no assumptions. We understand that it's a harsh world out there, and you do what you must to make it. Now, was there something specific you were interested in? You gotta be careful using a slave as a bodyguard. Most aren't exactly motivated to keep you alive. You know what I mean? You're in luck. It turns out my girl Clover is just the right little package for you. Have you seen this place? I've got all the guards a body would ever need. Even a body as fabulous as mine. I'll tell you why. Because Clover is the craziest girl I've ever seen. And I'm an expert on crazy girls. Crazy in a fight, crazy in the sack, crazy every which way but loose. But most of all, she's crazy in love with whoever's holding her leash. And for the low cost of 1,000 caps, Miss Clover could be crazy for you. Trust me, she's worth every cap. Well then, you and I are a perfect fit. You want to buy slaves and I want to sell them. There are some prime specimens out there. Have you had a chance to look them over? A very good eye, my friend. Those little ones are good as a long-term investment. They have their other uses as well, I'm sure. They are most definitely up for sale. For starters, I'm thinking 500 caps each for the little ones, Sammy and Penny. I think their names are. Now the other one, Squirrel, that's a talented kid. 500 would be a crime. I'm thinking 1,000 caps for him, bringing us to a total of 2,000 caps. The price isn't going to change, if that's what you're hoping. They'll be here when you can cover the cost. Paradise Falls is here if you need it.
Hey, wait! Can you get us out of here?
Thanks for nothing, ass.
You're not so bad for a badass like you. You deserve a cut of everything around here. Take it. It's yours. Anytime, man. Anytime at all. What I've heard.
Why, look what we have here. Some fresh meat, right out of the wastes. You just want to go ahead and jump in the pen with the others? Or should I beat you senseless and drag you there myself? I ain't mean, not by a long shot. You want to see mean? You should have met my daddy. That son of a bitch had cut your legs off just to laugh at you trying to crawl away. I saw him do it once, too. Just kept laughing at this poor bastard. After an hour or so, Daddy got bored and crushed his skull with a rock. Come to think of it, that was pretty funny. Bye.
Jotun. Yes, Jotun. Don't care what you think. What do you want? I keep my father safe. It is a big job. Go then.
Heard about you. You're some pretty slick shit.
Take it up with someone else.
He is coming with the clouds, and every eye shall be blind with his glory.
How are those hot little potatoes? Or whatever. You know what I mean. My very own landmine. Oh, just what I've always wanted. Well, always since I sent you out on this anyway. Now, tell me all about it. What was it like going through there? What's it like disarming a landmine? Do you think I'm an idiot? I may be a little impulsive, but not an idiot. I'll just take a look at this on my own, then. I know you may not want to see any more explosives for a while, but obviously you know your way around them. I have a couple rainy day toys of mine. And looking at this landmine, it gives me an idea. It's a terrible device that does terrible things, of course, but it's easy to make your own, too. Yes, that's what I need your help on. I know lots about it from books, but I never seem to get a live example. Not for long, anyway. So I need you to get a bit of radiation poisoning so I can study its effects. Oh, not a deadly dose, of course. I can fix you up before that. Oh, don't worry so much about it. I'll be here waiting with a nice tall glass of rad-cleansing Brahmin milk for you when you get back. Well, mostly just a whole lot of Rad-X and Rad-Away. And maybe even a more reliable way to get rid of radiation. Assuming it works, of course. Oh, you're a peach. Or at least some sort of hardy fruit that grows in the savagely irradiated mockery of agriculture we have nowadays. Now, 200 rads should be enough for basic sickness. But if you can get 600 or more rads, my test will be even more accurate. Just make sure you can get back here, and I'll see to it that you're well taken care of. Oh, feeling... I realize a lot...
Come forth and drink the waters of the glow, for this ancient weapon of war is our salvation. It is the very symbol of Atom's glory. Let it serve as a reminder of the division that has occurred in the past, and the resplendence of the promise of our division in the times to come. Give your bodies to Atom, my friend. Release yourself to his power, feel his glow, and be divided. There shall be no tears, no sorrows, no suffering, for in the division we shall see our release from the pain and hardships of this world. Yea, your suffering shall exist.
Oh, feeling a bit under the weather? Or a bit over the Geiger counter? I can tell! You're positively glowing! Now, just hold on and try not to move. Tell me how it feels, and I'll get you fixed right up. So, you're experiencing delusions, too. Fascinating. Now, after taking a few notes, I'll take care of that nasty radiation with a bit of my own homemade concoction. I've never had a chance to test it out on someone so heavily dosed, but I'm sure it'll work out fine. Exciting, isn't it? Okay, a little Brahmin milk, a couple magnets, and maybe a few happy thoughts. Well, you're alive! Oh, that's the good news. But there was a little side effect. A teeny tiny, mutation. But it seems to be benign, at least. Here, take a few radiation chems as my little way of saying, I'm sorry I twisted your DNA like a kitten with a ball of yarn. It definitely is. I'm trying to put that same great sense of humor you've got into the book. Keep it up, and it'll inform and entertain. Here, for your services, I've saved up quite a few stim packs. Of course, you may need them. We've still got 2 more chapters to go. The second chapter is going to be a bit trickier, I think. It'll cover how to handle creatures out there, for better or worse. For example, repelling mole rats, learning about mirelurks, and when all else fails, how to handle being injured. So let's buckle down and get to work on this chapter. What's first? Mole rats can burrow into almost anything and cause a lot of trouble. So I figured I'd make a chemical repellent stick for people to shoo them off. But I need it to be tested before I put the recipe to paper in the guide. So I need you to find some mole rats and test it out a bit. It'll be easy. One tap with the applicator, and it overwhelms their senses with a sort of feel-bad sensation. Then they're gone before you know it. You could test it out on just a few mole ratties, but for real testing, try it on 10 or more. There should be plenty in the tepid sewers downtown. Oh, I can't wait to hear how the repellent's working. Hey, book's coming along well, thanks to you. What's next? Oh, I can't wait to... I know it's just about a definite that it works right, but I can tell you haven't really tested it out. I appreciate your confidence, but I can't stress enough the importance of good research. So please go out and give it a real test, okay?
Come forth.
Oh, I can't wait to hear how... Oh... Oh, I can't wait to hear how the repellent's working. I know it...
Hey, who are you? Take it easy. I'm just doing my job. What do you want? A funny guy, huh? Well, fine. You may as well come on in. Don't think you're any safer in here, though. Super mutants won't leave us alone. Carried off some of our friends during the last attack. Just don't cause any trouble, okay?
Hey, don't get any bright ideas about trying anything. We may not look it, but every one of us is a trained killer. Oh, who am I kidding? Look, we're in trouble here. If you want to help, great. If not, just please don't kill anyone while you're here. Yeah, you're a scary wastelander. Look, you'll either kill us or you won't. Most of us have already accepted death, so you won't get much of a reaction with your threats. At least we won't be slaves if you shoot us all. Aren't you swell? Did you need something else, or can I go back to my patrol? We all used to live in a place called Little Lamplight, but they have a rule about age. You reach 16, and you're out. Didn't matter, though, because you just pack your things and head to Big Town. All the adults go there, and there's plenty to eat. Plenty to eat, all right, if you like eating bullets. I've lost count of how many times I've been shot at. Keep an eye out for muties.
Oh, great. Another person trying to kill us all off. What's the big idea?
Remember to keep an eye on the north.
Ooh. Despite the harshness of the wasteland, I've discovered in more than a few here a compassion that is unheard of in the Commonwealth. Perhaps it's the daily struggle for life here which gives appreciation for life in general, whether human or android. In a few days, I'll be a free man, a new man. Let me say thank you now for referring me to Pinkerton at Rivet City, because I will not remember any of this soon.
We now have a lipoplasticator and microdermal graftalizer. We just need to find someone with the skills and willingness to perform the surgery. If anyone knows of a discreet and trustworthy surgeon who knows how to keep his mouth shut, send him our way. Also, we need to find a circuit neuralizer to reroute the signal into the android's memory. Do you know any trustworthy techies?
At least we... A visitor? Who'd want to visit this hellhole? I'll bet you're here to rape and pillage us, aren't you? Aren't you? Not that it matters. We're all super mutant snacks anyway. We got two things to do in this town. Suck and die. No one ever makes it in this place. You won't find any stores to loot here. Yeah, you're telling me. Everything that could go wrong goes wrong. The super mutants and slavers seem to take turns beating the crap out of us. There's no way for us to fight back, so we just keep building barricades around town. Now we've been pushed back all the way. Nowhere left to run now. We're all gonna die.
Welcome to Big Town. Not that there's much of a town left. Those super mutants keep kidnapping people. No, Red used to run a medical clinic, but super mutants captured her in the last attack. I'm so tired of being frightened all the time.
They're out there. I can feel it. What, you? I gave you the welcoming speech. Don't think you'll scare anyone here. You could shoot down everyone in town and I wouldn't flinch. You live in Big Town, you learn to accept death. Two very angry types of movements. Slow, lumbering, powerful movements, and jerky, erratic, excitable movements, both coming for the kill. There was a super mutant attack recently. And where there's one big ugly, there are 10 more just waiting to grab you by the throat. Then the slavers will come and pick off what's left of your carcass and drag any survivors to Paradise Falls. Skulk up toward Germantown, near the police station. They always come from that direction. Bye.